Welcome back, Truth Seeker. On Netflix right now, there's a new documentary about the Tylenol murders. You probably heard of this before. Back in the 80s, somebody was putting cyanide into Tylenol bottles, and it killed a number of people in the Chicago area. And because of that, they started having to put the seals that you now see on so many products, especially medicine, so that you know if the package has been tampered with or not. So it was this story that brought about that level of safety in packaging, which of course created an industry. But get a load of this. I just started watching this, and the opening details are that the first three people who died were all in one household, and their name was Janice, okay? So this happened on September 29th, 1982. One household, one bottle of cyanide-laced Tylenol kills three people in the family. Mary McFarland, Paula Prince, and Mary Rayner, and they were known as the Janice family. And this gets interesting, right? So I went back and looked at what day of the week September 29th was, and I saw it was a Wednesday. This happened September 29th, 1982 on a Wednesday. And then I noticed that McNeil, again, McNeil is what Tylenol bought. McNeil's the inventor of Tylenol, and Johnson & Johnson bought McNeil, and that's why Johnson & Johnson's name's on Tylenol, but it's really McNeil that makes the product. So look at this. McNeil was founded in 1879, right? 1982 would be 103 years later. And of course, 103 is the number that we associate with Wednesday. And why do we associate 103 with Wednesday? Because it's the number of Mercury. Wednesday is named after Mercury. Mercury's the trickster. These people were tricked, right? They thought they were taking Tylenol, but they were taking a deadly product because of some supposed evil person that did this. It's still an unsolved mystery. Again, we know how our government and our media works, and our major corporations. They like to invent problems so they can bring about solutions. And again, an industry was invented out of this. But again, if you're new here, gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. Mercury equates to 103. Notice Tylenol. Tylenol equates to 103. Again, Wednesday, named after Mercury. In gematria, this perfect connection. Of course, Jesuits equates to 103. And if you look up this saga in history, it's known as the Tylenol Murders, right? The Tylenol Murders. Look at the 201, you guys. And let me bring up the base ciphers here to show you everything behind Tylenol Murders. Tylenol Murders, 201, 177, 78, and I'm missing the cipher. What cipher did I not put up here? Oh, right there, that one. 66 as well. So, if you're new here, gematria, it's the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. There's 4 base ciphers. The alphabetic order, A is 1 up to Z is 26. That's where everything equaled 103, the most simple cipher. The alphabetic order with numerology, the reverse alphabetic order, and the reverse alphabetic order with numerology. If you're new here, I show how the Jesuits gave us the language and the calendar, and they're really the ones that stand behind all these rituals. The Jesuit order in gematria equals 201 and 177, just like Tylenol Murders, and the word Jesuit alone equals 78. So, again, I just started on this documentary. I bet there's a whole lot more to it. You know, a guy who, if you don't know, the word Janus means gates. William Henry Gates equals 201. That's a whole nother subject. I'm sure you know who William Henry Gates is. That's the Billy Goat, who was married for once upon a time to Melinda Gates from a family of Jesuit priests, and she had the same birthday as the Jesuit order. Yeah, there's a lot more that can be said about all this, but I don't want to overwhelm. I really just wanted to hit that 103 piece, and again, just show the larger overall Jesuit connection. But hold on, one more piece that is important here. Just Chicago, Illinois, in the alphabetic order with numerology. The alphabetic order with numerology. I'll just close all the other ciphers. Chicago, Illinois is 82. And just to explain how important these numbers are and how redundant they are, it's just like just yesterday on Patreon. You know, on Patreon we always take advantage of the Rig Sports. We love 103 in sports on a Wednesday. Just yesterday, the Diamondbacks stayed on 103 wins versus the Pirates, and they got absolutely destroyed. And the Pirates were the underdogs. They were a nice payout. But just looking at the all-time series record, that was the call yesterday for that Pirates-Diamondbacks game. We said, look at that. Diamondbacks can stay on 103 all-time wins versus the Pirates. And they got smoked on Wednesday. And, again, I'm pretty sure every 103 that's come up this year in MLB has hit. And that really ain't nothing new. So, again, you learn this knowledge, you'll see how the games are rigged. 82 plays hard with baseball in Chicago, for example. But, yeah, it was Chicago, Illinois, and 82 that had the Tylenol murders. So I'll continue to watch this. I bet there's a whole lot more to say. Janice is the two-faced god. Oh, and here, look at this piece right here. I was trying to look up if there is a connection with Jace and Mercury. It says Jace and Mercury, both figures from ancient mythology, are often linked due to their associations with change, beginnings, and transitions. So this story brought about change. There had to be way more product safety. It brought about a whole new industry in packaging. It was a new beginning. Janus, the Roman god of beginnings, gates, and doorways, again, Bill Gates and Janus, we've talked about that a million times in the past, is often depicted with two faces. And kind of like Tylenol, it's two-tone, it's got the red and white, representing his ability to see both the past and the future. In contrast, Mercury, the Roman messenger god, is known for his speed and agility, representing transitions and change as well. And Mercury is also associated with trickery, like people tricked into taking a pill to, get rid of their pain and instead dying because it was cyanide. So yeah, I just want to share that about the new documentary. See if anything can catch wind these days when you're buried this deep in the algorithm and you're super shadow banned. It's like hard for me to put out a video that gets more than 1,000 views these days. It's so frustrating. It's like, aren't people looking for information? There's some viral thing on Netflix right now. You'd think we'd catch a wave. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. And until next time.